And here is the Writer's Almanac for Thursday. It's the 24th of February, 2022. The novelist, short story writer, poet Maxine Chernoff, born in Chicago, 1952 on this day, author of American Heaven, A Boy in Winter. Claudio Monteverdi's L'Orfeo received its premiere on this date, 1607, in Mantua, Italy, the first fully developed opera, story of Orpheus who descends into Hades to retrieve his dead wife, Eurydice. There had been plays with musical accompaniment, but this was the first in which all the actors sang, and people liked it. It's the birthday of Wilhelm Grimm, born in Hanau, Germany, 1786, who with his brother Jakob collected oral folk tales and published them in 1812, many of them very dark and violent, which, once the brothers Grimm realized children were reading their book, they began adapting the tales to make them softer and sweeter, including Snow White, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty, a great boon to the Walt Disney Corporation. It's the birthday of Jane Hirshfield, born New York City, 1953. She was in the first graduating class at Princeton to include women. Not long after, she published her first poem, and then went off to Northern California to study Buddhism for the next 8 years, during which time she did not write at all. She said, "I don't think poetry is based just on poetry. It is based on a thoroughly lived life. And so I couldn't just decide I was going to write. I first had to find out what it means to live." It's the birthday of Stephen Jobs, born in San Francisco, 1955, to two graduate students who put him up for adoption. He was adopted by Clara and Paul Jobs, an accountant and a machinist, and growing up, Jobs and his father would tinker with electronics in the garage. Dropped out of college after a semester, became a Buddhist, and in 1976, at the age of 21, he co-founded Apple Computers, where less than 10 years later, he unveiled the Macintosh, the first personal computer to catch on with the public, on which you simply clicked on icons rather than typing in precise text commands. Stephen Jobs, who once said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart." Here's a poem for today by Barbara Crooker, Monopoly, 1955. We start by fanning out the money, colored like Necco wafers, pink, yellow, mint, gold. From the first roll of the dice, differences widen. The royal blues of Boardwalk and Park Place look down their noses at the grapey immigrants from Baltic and Mediterranean avenues. My grandparents, coming from Italy in steerage, measured their gold in olive oil, not banknotes and deeds. The man in the top hat and tuxedo always holds the good cards. The rest of us hope we can pay the electric company. We know there is no such thing as free parking, and bank errors are never in our favor. In the background, Johnny Mathis croons "Chances Are" from the cracked vinyl radio. We played for hours in those years before television on the Formica table, while my mother coaxed a chicken cooking all day on the back burner to multiply itself into many meals. The fat rose to the surface, a roiling ocean of molten gold. Monopoly, 1955, a poem by Barbara Crooker from her collection Gold, published by Cascade Books. That's the Writer's Almanac for Thursday, February the 24th. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.